Are you in favor of gun ownership?
I think everyone should have the right to own a gun to defend themselves and their family. Criminals don't obey the law. Without the fear of retaliation from victims, criminals will have a much easier job. As the saying goes, if guns are outlawed, only outlaws will have guns.
No, I'm not. A study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that firearms were the second leading cause of deaths for children. Gun licensing laws were associated with a decrease in firearm homicides, while increases in firearm homicides were seen in places where people had the right to carry guns.
I'm not in favor of people carrying guns in the streets, because if someone is going to rob you, you won't have time to defend yourself, even if you have a gun in your pocket. But I think a person should have the right to own a gun at home, obviously after a psychological evaluation and with proper training.
I have recently seen a survey that said that a woman's risk of being murdered increases 500% if a gun is present during a domestic dispute. So I am absolutely against gun ownership.
I agree with a pioneer saying which says, I would rather carry a gun for 50 years and not need it, than need it for 30 seconds, and not have it.
I am against gun ownership because, according to research, the presence of a gun makes a conflict more likely to become violent. So I think that having a gun brings more disadvantages than advantages.
I am against gun ownership. If you read the statistics, you will see that guns are rarely used in self-defense. On the other hand, legally owned guns are frequently stolen and used by criminals. So I think the more guns there are, the more violence there will be.
I am in favor of gun ownership because I think that gun control laws give too much power to the government and may result in government tyranny if the government take away all guns from citizens.
I am totally against gun ownership. Places with the highest concentration of guns have 9 times the amount of accidental gun deaths. Most of unintentional shooting deaths of children occur in the home, and most of these deaths occur when children are playing with a loaded gun in their parents' absence.
This is a highly debatable topic, but we cannot be radical and we should be able to analyze each case. For example, some people may really need the protection of a gun because they live in a remote or very dangerous place. So, we should not generalize and analyze what is the real need for a person to have a gun.
I think people should not be allowed to have guns. Armed civilians are unlikely to stop crimes, and are more likely to make dangerous situations, including mass shootings, more deadly. For example, countries with restrictive gun control laws have lower gun homicide and suicide rates than the United States.
I am against gun ownership because I think the disadvantages of having a gun far outweigh the possible advantages of having one. Research clearly shows this.